Good night, everybody. I have to say it's a blessing to be here tonight. You know, I just wanna, I just wanna say thanks for coming out. I just wanna be a little bit transparent with you guys, so you can know a little bit where I came from. So I might tell you a little bit about my testimony. I grew up in a beautiful family of 9. I had my mom and dad. I was the second to last child born. And it was pretty good. It wasn't a Christian environment. My mom was a Christian, at least you know, we go to church, and I remember my mom would take my little brother and I to church hands in hands. He'd take us to church, and when I was at age 7, my mom passed away, and I'd always remember my mom being the passion of the house. She was so passionate about God, and I kind of gained that passion from her, and she was always a backbone of our family also, so I kind of gained that from her, and ever since my mom passed away, everything just kind of hit the ground. It went really hard for us, and we got separated, and my little brother and I, we were the only one who were close together, so we created a really strong relationship there, so it got pretty hard. We stayed with our older sister, but it wasn't as, we didn't get that motherly love, for my sister. So, I started working at a very young age, and even though I had lost my mom, I still had that passion for God, and I still had that passion to keep my family together, so I started looking out for my little brother, and that passion inside me for God just started growing, and the more it grew inside of me, I just felt drawn to God, so I developed a relationship with God, and when I did that, I recognized how awesome that was, and that's just kind of how I grew up, ever since then I've been walking with God, and been encountering wonderful times with him, but then again, when it gets really good with God, the enemy don't like that, so he throws stuff in your way, one of the reasons why I came to LCI and I encountered Potters, was because I was going through depression, I'm going to be really transparent with you guys, and I had so much love inside of me, I'd always pray for a girlfriend, God gave me a girlfriend, and it didn't really work out, she broke my heart, she cheated on me, and that really tore me down, because most importantly, she cheated on me with my brother, and that hit me. That was like a double killer right there, so that developed a lot of unforgiveness inside of me, towards these people, and I have to say, coming to LCI was where I found out that I had a lot of roots in my heart that I had to get rid of, being poured and being filled with truth every day, it was just mind-blowing, I used to think that, man, it was all good with me, it was all good with God, but God just showed me, and I said to myself, I'm gonna allow God to just have his way in me, he's blessed me with beautiful people around me that showed me that motherly love, and that compassion that I was lacking, and I came to LCI, and he surrounded me with like-minded people, with people who actually shared the same struggles that I shared, and I have to say, one of the best things that I've ever done in my life was allow God that moment to work in my life through LCI. God has showed me how much forgiveness is really important, and how much that father embrace is very important in my life, because my dad wasn't always there for us. So I had a distorted vision towards God, and just going through that father's embrace really kind of cleared my mind up and showed me, that God's not like that, so I was just blessed to be a part of LCI, and if there's any of you out there that experiences these struggles in your life, and you really want to change in your life, LCI is the place you might want to hang out and, have God work in your life, because I have to say, it was one of the best choices I've ever made, and I'm just happy to be here, I'd never thought that, I would be able to share my experience with you guys, but this happened because God wanted it to happen, and I'm just overwhelmed by all of this. Hope you guys have a very good rest of the night. Thank you.